Hello, Suntree. All of you know by now how much Suntree UMC loves its pets. We saw firsthand evidence of that recently in our first annual Suntree UMC Dog Show. If you were able to watch that, you might have noticed my two pups that were in it, Jack and Ginny. Ginny is a 10-year-old black lab that is the snuggliest, sweetest dog ever. She was very energetic when she was younger. In fact, she was my running partner for years. Now she is very discerning about what is worth getting excited about. Jack, on the other hand, is an almost 3-year-old chocolate lab that is highly energetic, easily distracted, and very stubborn. As I was out walking him the other day, I was thinking about how he swims. Like most labs, he loves the water and he loves to swim. But unlike most labs, like Ginny, his swimming skills are anything but graceful. When Ginny swims, she glides gently across the water. No splash, no fuss. It is peaceful, even relaxing to watch. When Jack swims, it is like watching a terrible storm move across the water. Every paw stroke comes up out of the water and lands back in the water with a huge splash. It's as though he is literally fighting the water. Jack's swimming is frantic, it is noisy, and it is really funny to watch. As I thought about Jack's less than graceful swimming stroke, I was reminded of how I felt over the last few weeks as I've begun navigating the season of Advent with Christmas looming on the horizon. Honestly, I felt frantic. I felt frazzled. I felt like I've been fighting to manage it all, to get it all done. As a pastor, it's always challenging to navigate the ministry of the church at Advent and Christmas alongside my own expectations for the season, for myself and for my family. This year has felt even more challenging, as we've had to spend so much time trying to figure out how to lead others in celebrating this holy season in the midst of the realities of COVID. Decisions that usually take 5 minutes take 10 hours because nothing is simple and straightforward these days. I realize now I've been a lot like Jack, fighting the water, frantically trying to keep my head above it. But I realize now, as I've always come to realize at some point during the season of Advent, that there is another way to move through this season. I can try to be more like Ginny, leaning in gently to the flow of the water, or in my case, the grace of God that is present and flowing all around me, even in all the topsy-turvy demands that come with this season. I've realized once again, as God has a habit of reminding me, that I can choose how I engage my own expectations and the expectations of others. I can even choose to lower those expectations, to let go of some of the things that I think must be done in favor of those things that will lead me deeper into the mystery and the grace of this season. In other words, I can choose how I swim through this season. Obviously, Jack doesn't have that choice. He's a dog. But I can choose, and so too can you. One of the scripture lessons for this week offers a helpful, practical word to us about how we might move through Advent as we prepare for Christmas. Paul wrote to the Thessalonians in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 16 through 18, "Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances." It's really practical, simple advice. And if we lean into it, if we seek to live it out, if we seek to center ourselves in gratitude, in rejoicing, in prayer, those simple practices just might help us. I know they certainly will help me to relax, to stop frantically fighting the season. Slowing down enough to rejoice and to pray and give thanks, it really has the power to enable me to rest in the hope, in the grace, and the joy that is present all around me and able to carry me gracefully through this season. I love my dog, Jack. He's a mess, but I love him. But I don't want to swim through this season the way he swims through the water. I hope you won't either. So take a deep breath, sit in front of your tree, listen to some of your favorite Christmas music, and turn your heart toward the mystery of God coming in flesh to live as one of us in Jesus. Lean into the mystery, the grace, the gift of love, and find the refreshment your soul needs this Advent. Have a great day. Be safe. Wash your hands and know we love you.